guys, my name is Althea, and this is actually my first YouTube video. I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for a long while now, but I've never really had the courage to do so until I had the perfect story to make for my first video, which is this one. So obviously you clicked on this video because you saw the title. I met Camila Cabello. Some photos will be cropped because unfortunately I didn't get permission from all the people that I was with to, post their pictures on YouTube. So just remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and let's get to the story. So if you guys don't know, I'm from Toronto, Canada. So every year here in Toronto, we hold the MMVAs, which is the iHeartRadio Much Music Video Awards, and I've gone about 2 times, but I told myself, this year I wasn't gonna go. I was gonna just study and focus on my exams. And to go see the show, it's essentially a public event, anybody can go. But if you want to get closer to the stars, if you want to get closer to the stage, red carpet, etc., you've had to get a wristband. And to get a wristband, you've had to go on the website and, sign up for one. And if you're eligible, you can go pick up your wristband. You have to do all of that a month before the show. And obviously, I told myself, no one I know is going to be there, no one I really care about is going to be there anyway, so what's the point? So obviously, iHeartRadio decides to announce that Camila Cabello is coming to perform, 2 weeks before the show. And I'm like, what? No! And then so, my plan of studying was a complete fail, because I made a new plan to go look for Camila. When she comes to Toronto, I'm gonna go meet her. Granted, I've actually met Camila before. When she was with Fifth Harmony, I've met them twice. One on Reflection Tour, and their first headlining tour after they went on tour with Charlotte. Knowing that all the wristbands were basically taken, I get in contact with this girl who she asked me, do you want to be part of a group chat? A Canadian Camilizer group chat on Twitter. And I said, yeah, sure, whatever. I became part of that group chat. I found out that a couple members of the group chat had this project that Camila actually took notice of. It was basically a project that fans from all over the world, it didn't matter where you were, would write letters of a one-length page addressing to Camila, and they would send it to them. They would write it, type it, stamp it, and all that. Their plan was to give all the letters to Camila when she came to Toronto. So it's Saturday, the day before the MMVAs, and we all agree to meet up at downtown Much Music, 299 Queen Street West. So in the end, 4 of us from the group chat were able to go downtown and try to meet Camila. So it was me, Safna, Melissa, and Hoshi. We're all in front of the MMVA stage where, some artists were actually rehearsing, like Nile, Imagine Dragons. We didn't care about them though. We thought that Camila's hotel might have been the Hilton, or maybe Sheraton. Our plan was to literally go to the hotel and wait outside. We were literally about to walk to her hotel until Safna checked her phone and saw that she actually got a DM from Camila. And we were all like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I don't remember what it said exactly, but it was something along the lines of, guys, I'm not there in downtown Toronto. I'm at this specific address. Come at 6. When we saw that, we were all hyped. Melissa jumped. Girl literally jumped. She jumped 10 feet in the air, and she was like, guys, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. The first cab that we saw, we're all like, my guy, yo, take us. And the cab was like, okay. We were all like, okay, go to this address right now. The address was actually kind of far, because it was all the way in Etobicoke, and we were coming from downtown Toronto. It took longer than it should have, because there was also a lot of traffic. When our taxi pulls up to the driveway, the receptionist in the studio, he comes out, and he's like, who are you girls? And we're all like, hi, we're here to see Camila. And he's like, okay, come. So we go in the studio. He takes us to a back room, sort of like a lounge room. Again, we were freaking out. We thought that it was then that we were going to meet Camila. We all had Hoshi had the letters in her bag ready to give to her because of the project. Instead, Camila's security guy comes out at the end of the hallway and he's like, are you girls supposed to be here? He asks who are we in contact with. And then Sapna was like, Camila, we have a DM, like we can show you like proof that we're actually supposed to be here. He looks at it, he's like, okay, legit. He goes back around to, I guess, where Camila was, and he comes back out a minute later and he says, okay guys, she's gonna be out, she's 100% definitely gonna say hi to you guys, but you have to wait about an hour. And so we were all like, totally, we can wait an hour, we can wait 2 hours, we can wait 10 years, whatever. Like, all we wanted was to meet Camila. We go out to the reception room, and the receptionist guy was like, yeah, you guys can't stay here. We actually go outside, we sit on the grass, we take off our jackets, and, we take off our bags, and we make a little picnic in the grass. Just, like, sitting there and waiting for Camila. As we were sitting there, we were all anxious with anticipation. We were all jumping at any sound because, we thought it might be Camila. Finally, I'm sitting down, I turn my head, and it's like the heavens opened up because a literal angel was, like, walking towards us. Obviously Camila. I immediately get up, and I put on my jacket, and I go to hug her. As I was hugging her, I was like, oh my god, I miss you so much. And she was like, I miss you too. I know she was just saying that because she obviously doesn't remember me. I met her, the last time I met her was like 2 years ago, but anyway. She's actually shorter than I remember. After we all gave her a hug, Melissa jokingly apologized that we were there so early, and then Camila made a joke and she was like, I told you guys to come at 6. I was standing next to her, so I immediately took out my phone and I was like, can we take a selfie together? We actually took 2 selfies, which I will include in this video. And not to be weird or stalkery or anything, but high key, Camila smells so good. The girl needs to hit me up with her shampoo or her perfume or whatever. I don't know if any of you have met your favorite celebrities, your faves, but it's wow, you're real. And I kind of noticed that she was really, really tired. I saw deep eye bags around her eyes, and her voice was kind of hoarse and raspy, obviously from probably rehearsing or recording. And I love that about her. I love that she's such a hard worker. She works so hard for all of her fans. Camila actually took time to learn all of our names, and when she got to me, she was like, okay, what's your name? And then I was like, I'm Althea. And she was like, Althea? So it wasn't a surprise that she didn't get it the first time. So I was like, no, Camila, Althea. And she was like, okay, I'll remember it. Afterwards, we got into a group circle, a standing circle, and we were just talking about anything and everything. We were hyping her up, you're gonna kill it, you're gonna do great at the MMVAs. We were also talking about her past collabs with Machine Gun Kelly and Shawn Mendes. We also mentioned Cuba because Melissa actually went to Cuba a few months back, and she was talking about how everyone knew who Camila Cabello was in Cuba. And she was talking about how she wanted to do a free concert in Cuba, possibly Havana, because that's where she was born. So for all of you fans in Cuba, you may be getting a free concert. Camila looked down and she was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute, towards our little picnic. And she was like, okay guys, come, let's sit down and take one of those fake candid photos. And then she said, Althea, come here, next to her. And then I was like, Camila, Althea. She was like, okay, Althea. 3rd time's the charm. Obviously, I wouldn't mind if she got my name wrong every single time she said it. I can go by Althea for the rest of my life now that, if that's how she wants to pronounce it. During the group photos that we took on the grass, which I will include, it was just so surreal to be right next to her. After we took the group photos, Hoshi actually started to give her the letters, which in total had 162 letters from fans all over the world, you know, giving their support and giving their love to Camila through letters. You could tell that Camila was so grateful, and she was so very genuinely thankful that we were there to give them to her, and that people made an effort to do that for her. She was so thankful. She gave us all another hug, and we were actually on her Snapchat story.
Yay! So we just met up because they wanted to give me this project that they've been working on where 162?
Yeah.
160? 162? 162 fans wrote letters to me. We love you guys. I love you guys.
We kind of sensed after that she kind of had to go, because behind her were her security guards, her manager, Roger, and her van. Like, they were all kind of like waiting for her. Like, when is she gonna be done? Obviously didn't want to keep her there. I went up to her again, right next to her, and I told her, I just wanted you to know that I've been a fan since X Factor, since literally day one. I feel like I've grown up with you, and you've inspired me with your words, your actions, how you carry yourself, your music, to be the person I am today. Something along those lines. But at the time, it was way, way more emotional. I felt the tears starting to come, and I was like, oh my god, don't cry in front of Camila. Your makeup looks so good right now, don't cry. I could tell that she was genuinely touched by what I said, because you could tell that it was from my heart. After my little speech, she gave me like the tightest hug ever, and she was like rubbing my back, and she was like, it's okay, it's okay. And when we pulled away, I was like, you can't feel it right now, but I'm literally shaking inside. Open up